Here, Studio SO1 in Dockhouse Media City, whilst 2 doors down, we've got Dutch Uncles. Hello.
Hello.
Hiya.
So, your album has been out for a month now.
Yep.
And you did the album launch. You don't do the traditional thing. You don't go to a nightclub and, have Super Trooper lights outside and police escorts. You do a non-league football match, and it is a team that you've got a great affinity with.
Yeah, it was with West. Pete, you're the... I'd say you're the West ambassador within the band.
Ambassador.
Yeah.
You need to give more details of the actual proper name of it rather than calling them the nickname of the West, because nobody will know what you're on about.
West Didsbury and Chiltern AFC.
AFC.
What league do they play in, Pete?
Oh, North West Counties, something or other.
Premier Division.
Premier Division.
The ninth tier of English football.
Right.
Yeah, so it's the second time we've sponsored a match for them. The last time doing it was for the release of Oh Shudder.
Yeah, well, I went to that, and you had a penalty shootout as well, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I mean, it was a catastrophe in many respects.
Yeah.
It was poor weather. Complete lack of fans, I'd say. It was a very, very
Total
quiet.
lack of interest.
It was a very quiet one. I remember the CD player they had at the clubhouse was so old that you couldn't really choose what track, because basically the team walks out to one of your songs.
Right.
And even though we wanted them to go out to Decided Knowledge, which I think was the single at the time, they ended up going out to a piano ballad called Given Thing.
Just to get them revved up.
Yeah, just to get revved up. The penalty shootout. I think we did win in the end. Me and Rob did some really poor stuff. I was picturing the victory already.
Hang on a minute, mate. Hang on a minute. You see, do you know, like when they let 5-year-olds take like penalties against a proper like Premier League goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper lets them in? I'm not saying any more than that.
Oh no, it was that. You can say I would fully put my hands up, and I mean it was embarrassing enough we brought our boots.
I know.
That was awful. So this time around, we were hoping to do another penalty shootout to kind of right that wrong, but because it was an FA Vars game, no one was allowed on the pitch.
Right.
Which is, I mean, probably a good thing considering the weather. We might have been just as bad, and it was sold out, wasn't it? It was 1,300 people there. So, and we sold a few albums. We basically had a gazebo because the weather was so poor. We had this gazebo. It just looked like we'd brought our own box.
Well, I saw the photo on Twitter of you just wringing out a shirt that was absolutely drenched.
Washout, yeah.
So, I mean, the good thing is that by whoever bought that shirt, it would have been shrunk by the time it got home.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing, is it not? And so, and then you went on somewhere else, and your big gimmick of the night, was pizzas, but with chips on them. Now, this is in relation to the podcast that you do, the Chips of Charlton. Have you got any more of them up your sleeve?
Yeah, well, I mean, the pizza kind of worked in two ways, didn't it? Because it was a Dutch dipping sauce. Oh. So, but, of course, then the chips did come into it. And it was called the Dutch Uncles Pizza in the end. I don't know how we didn't do Dutch Uncles Presents Chips of Charlton, which is our podcast. We've been doing that since when, Neil?
2019, I want to say.
2019.
Maybe 18. Yeah,
right,
just after Big Balloon.
Right,
and admittedly, it's been a very quiet time on the podcast front, although you guys did the Butch Vig episode.
Yeah.
Neil, Rob and Andy had Butch Vig on as a guest.
Great.
I was too ill for that one, wasn't I? But we're hoping, because we haven't really done any episodes in a while, we just haven't found the time. So when we go on tour in 2 weeks' time, we're hoping to kind of go a bit overdrive on the podcasting, like almost maybe even in a diary sense or something like that. But
it's something to do on the way from Sunderland to Bristol, isn't it?
Yeah, well, there you see, you couldn't help resist that, could you? It's like, there you go, putting the 2 first dates of the tour in. Just, your manager's had a word, hasn't he? So I have got the tour dates here, and like I say, there's another leg as well, which runs a little bit further into the year. So, 15th of April, Sunderland Pop Rex, the 16th, Bristol Thekla, the 19th, Birmingham Hare and Hounds, the 20th, Brighton Pattons, 21st, London Garage, 22nd, Manchester Canvas, 27th, Leeds Brudenell, 28th of April, Edinburgh Stag and Dagger, 29th of April, Glasgow Glasgow Stag and Dagger. Are they both Stag and Daggers, right?
Yeah, it's both part of the festival. Yeah.
All right, and 7th of July, Bolton, Right to Rome Festival. The 4th of October, Liverpool Jimmy's. The 10th of October, Nottingham Metronome. The 14th, Middlesbrough Twisterella Festival. And the 20th of October, Halifax Town Festival. Brilliant. Okay, well, I'll definitely be going to see you at Canvas. Really looking forward to that. You're going to do 2 tunes for us now, and what are they?
They are In Salvia, which was the single we released before Damascenes, off the new album True Entertainment.
Featuring Anna Pryor, of course. Hello, Anna.
Of course, yes. And finally, for one last time, we're going to play an old favourite, Dressage.
Fabulous. Okay, Dutch Uncles, get to it. Thank you.